In this episode, I'm going to get you entertained as well as teach you a few more words and expressions. As we always do, I'll be speaking much slower when we actually start. Remember, you're not only watching this to learn a few more words, but you're also trying to work your listening, reading, and speaking skills, but most importantly, to force your brain to forget about your own language and start thinking in English. I received a very good suggestion from you guys, and I will be applying it starting today. From today, in all our English lessons, all of our examples will stick to one grammar point. We will put all the examples in this grammar point. So today's grammar point will be the simple past tense. All of our examples will be in the simple past tense form. Thank you guys for making this suggestion. I do believe it would be very beneficial for you. Don't go anywhere. I'll see you after the break. Yes! Greetings everyone, this is Ibrahim and you're watching the American English on YouTube. So, are you ready for more English? I hope you didn't forget, in this kind of episodes, I actually want you to talk. Imagine I'm right there with you, so when I ask you a question, I really want you to respond. And by respond, I mean with audible voice. This is the only way you could trick your subconscious that you're actually having a real conversation. So are you ready? I hope you answered that. Let's get started. The first word we have for today is start. Start. Notice that I did not roll the R, I didn't say start, no R, start. Sometimes we see start like this, and sometimes we see it like this. You press start, so I think you know start. This is called start the car, start the car. Let's make a sentence. She couldn't start the car, so she called a mechanic. She couldn't start the car, so she called a mechanic. Now, can. Before, could. Now, can't. Before, couldn't. Couldn't. Can, can't. That's now. Before, no can. No can't. We say could or couldn't. Could, couldn't. Is this guy a teacher? No, that's not a teacher. Maybe a doctor? No, that's not a doctor. What's his job? He is a mechanic. Mechanic. Let's repeat the sentence again while looking at the picture. She couldn't start the car, so she called a mechanic. She couldn't start the car, so she called a mechanic. Now you know the word mechanic. Okay, now what does a mechanic do? The mechanic does what? He cleans your teeth? No. What is the mechanic's job? He fixes cars. Fix. Fix. When something is not working, and then you make it work, you fix it. Fix. Look at this picture. This boy fixed his computer. This boy fixed his computer. He's very smart. 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 So let's look at the picture and make the sentence again. The smart boy fixed his computer yesterday. The smart boy fixed his computer yesterday. What is that? Look at that. Do you think 2 plus 2 make 5? That's not correct. This is a mistake. Mistake. Can you repeat that? Mistake. Not correct. Do you see these two men? Are they mechanics? No, they are not mechanics. They are engineers. Engineers. One is engineer, two engineers. Sometimes engineers make mistakes. Let's see an example. This is a picture of a bridge. 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 Can you say bridge? But the engineers made a mistake. Can you see the mistake? Let's repeat the sentence. The engineers made a big mistake. The engineers made a big mistake. Alright, it's time for a quick revision. As always, I show you the pictures and I want you to repeat after me, okay? She couldn't start the car, so she called a mechanic. The smart boy fixed his computer yesterday. The engineers made a big mistake. Now you know the word mistake and you know the word fix. Sometimes people can fix their mistakes, right? You can fix the mistake. So you can say something like that. I fixed my mistakes and learned from them. I fixed my mistakes and learned from them. Good. The next word we have is scratch. Scratch. The girl in this picture had a scratch on her hand. Notice we say had, H-A-D, had, not have, not has. Now, has, have. Before, no has, no have. We use had. Let's say the sentence again. She had a scratch on her hand. She had a scratch on her hand. How about this one? There's no scratch on her hand. The scratch is on her forehead. Forehead. This is your forehead. She had a scratch on her forehead. Did you see what the man did? He wrote on his forehead. He wrote on his forehead. That's not smart. He's not smart. She couldn't start the car, so she called a mechanic. The smart boy fixed his computer yesterday. The engineers made a big mistake. She had a scratch on her hand. He wrote on his forehead. Scratch can also be a verb. Looking at this picture, we could say, he scratched his arm with his nails. These are nails. Nails. He scratched his arm with his nails. Look at this. Does the cat have nails? Well, we call them claws. The cat has claws. I know claws sometimes is not very easy to say, but you try and try and try, you can say it too. Claws, claws, claws. Now, if you have long nails, what should you do? Or if your cat has long claws, what should you do? You should cut them, right? Yes, but we say clip them, clip, clip. You can say, I clipped my nails. I clipped my nails. Or you can say, I clipped my cat's claws. I clipped my cat's claws. In some jobs, you must always clip your nails. For example, if you're a chef, notice I didn't say chef, chef. Look at this. This is a uniform. Uniform. The students are wearing uniforms. Let's make a sentence. The chef kept his uniform clean. The chef kept his uniform clean. Kept is the past of keep. Keep, kept, kept. But this is not clean. It's got a stain. Stain. He had a stain on his shirt. He had a stain on his shirt. Now I will show you some pictures and I want you to repeat the sentences after me. Remember, you must say them out loud. She couldn't start the car, so she called a mechanic. The smart boy fixed his computer yesterday. The engineers made a big mistake. She had a scratch on her hand. He wrote on his forehead. He scratched his arm with his nails. I clipped my cat's claws. The chef kept his uniform clean. He had a stain on his shirt. Now it's time for your little homework. Remember, it's very important that you do it. I will show you a video. First time I show it to you, it will be normal speed, fast. And then I will display it again, slower. I want you to listen carefully, try to understand, and type what you heard in the comments below. I always reply to you and I correct your mistakes, so you could learn from your mistakes. Remember, learn from your mistakes.
Is this hair?
I know why you're here, and I'm not afraid of you.
What? Aha.
Who are you, and how did you find me? Who else knows my location? What do you want with my hair? To cut it?
What?
Sell it?
No! Listen, the only thing I want to do with your hair is to get out of it. Literally.
Wait, you don't want my hair?
Why on earth would I want your hair? Look, I was being chased. I saw a tower. I climbed it. End of story.
You're telling the truth?
Yes. Is this hair?
I know why you're here, and I'm not afraid of you.
What? Aha.
Who are you, and how did you find me? Who else knows my location? What do you want with my hair? To cut it?
What?
Sell it?
No! Listen, the only thing I want to do with your hair is to get out of it. Literally.
Wait, you don't want my hair?
Why on earth would I want your hair? Look, I was being chased. I saw a tower. I climbed it. End of story.
You're telling the truth?
Yes.
Now what I want you to do is to start the video again, and this time take a pen and paper and write down your notes. In the next episode we're going to pick up right where we ended today. As you can see, I always listen to your comments and I try to apply them as soon as I can, so please do not hesitate sharing a few more suggestions with me. I always like to hear from you guys. Also, don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends. And if you didn't subscribe yet, what are you waiting for? Subscribe now so I can see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.